Okay, so we'll start by mentioning your new album's called Restoration, which has a double sense to it, referring to the fact that you're back together again, and also to your musical inspiration. If we take the restoration of the group, first of all, how did that come about?
It's gone quiet now, hasn't it? We got approached by a record company as we were passing the Spring Street Theatre, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't.
No, we got approached by a record company who offered us lucre to reform, but it wasn't very much.
Not filthy enough.
No, it was decidedly clean.
Yes.
But anyway, we decided to do it anyway because we had a little meeting and had a few beers and all got on well again together. And
we'd do anything after a few beers and a little
right,
meeting.
yeah.
But I mean, did this come completely out of the blue? What was it caused the record company to think that this would be a good wheeze?
Well, I think what did it was that a different record company, the record company who signed us were HTD,
yes.
But a different record company, Demon Records, was...
They were releasing quite a number of our past recordings.
Right, so
Yeah.
it was this that had provoked
right.
the revival of interest in you.
Yeah, that's
Blondel Second World War songs, wasn't it?
They're all back.
songs from the trenches.
Well, we used to be the forces forceps or something, weren't we? The Sweetheart forceps. Was that
What?
No.
Well, for those of tender vintage, if we can fill in some of the detail of your antique history, you were a popular rhythm group at one time.
We were a
weren't
popular
you?
beat combo.
Yes, way back in the midst of time. How and when did it all start then?
1969, Blondel was formed.
Yeah.
Terry and I formed Blondel
As a duo.
Yeah, out of the ashes of a sort of rock band, believe it or not.
Right, yes, you were quite seriously
Quite electric.
heavy, weren't
Yeah,
you?
we were, and we got fed up of it, and we started doing an acoustic song on stage that went down better than all the electric stuff. So off we decided we're going to leave the band, start Amazing Blondel, and started doing folk clubs basically.
Right.
And then we met Ed in the gutter.
I just finished Buddy Holly tour, and that was just after Lou.
Did you bail out though?
Yeah, that was I was standing in for Lou Grant. Was it Lou Grant or Lou Reed?
You bailed out of the plane then before
I bailed
it crashed,
out,
right?
yeah.
And Ed joined us anyway, and then we had a recording deal of sorts, but we weren't really happy with it, and we played actually in Hull with Free. They said, "Would you like
With rather than for.
Supporting
them?" Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
yes.
And
So they paid you, good.
no, they didn't pay us anything.
The gag was
The gag, you found it, you were so
They-
slow.
I knew. No, I was ignoring it. I was ignoring it. No, we played as their support.
Yes.
And I think it was the Trust Club we played actually.
Yes.
And
Two gags.
two games, yeah,
Yes.
not very good. And what happened was they said, "Do you want to? Have you got a record deal?" And we said yes, but we're not that happy. And they said, "Well, we'll see what we can do at Island Records," who was, at that time, Island Records were the company to be with.
Indeed, yes. Yeah.
And we got a call about 2 weeks later, come down to London, and off we trotted down there and played acoustically a couple of songs for Chris Blackwell, who was then the boss. And it was like really a sort of a fairy tale, because he just said, "Right, what advance do you want? What deal do you want?" And
You had some very big successes, didn't you, with England and...
yeah, that's right. Yeah, I was actually.
Was that your biggie?
I didn't
Fantasia
think
Linden.
Fantasia Linden was probably the best
Yeah.
selling one. That one charted in Italy.
Yes.
He went to great.
Good.
So a lot of copy of it.
Yes. And the group evolved over the years, and you ended as noisily as you started. Isn't that right? You became rockier and rockier as the members peeled off. Is that right?
That's right. So John left the group.
I left
and
them into
left the group, and
difference
then
of musical opinion.
we seemed to follow a number of more contemporary style.
Yeah, I mean, Terry and I just went in thinking that every album we made was going to be our last, so we just thought we'd just go for it and just
Try all these things
Try
out that
everything
we wanted
out
to try. And also work with a number of musicians that we wanted to
Yeah,
work
it was.
with.
They actually influenced Alice Cooper quite a bit.
yeah. We were just
something we were not aware of.
letting our souls free, man. And then, when all that failed, we decided to get back together again.
Sort of petered out, and then a few years later, here we are again.
Right.
Well,
Okay,
actually,
so,
you haven't made much sense for Henry. Ask your
no,
question.
it's all right. It's all right. We can. I think we've got the gist. So let's talk about the restoration musically speaking now. What do you think you were trying to, as far as style was concerned, what you were trying to achieve in those early days? In your heyday, rather than your metallic fringes.
Definitely, I think we were trying to portray the English minstrel.
Yes.
In a little trio lineup, and get back to some English.
Yes, right.
The romantic lutenist period.
Yes.
That's what we tried to portray, and I think it came off reasonably well.
Though it wasn't folk music as such, was it? It was a kind of almost a sort of a pastiche oldie English thing. With, there was humour there as well, wasn't there?
There was a lot of that.
Yes, the clothes, the LP covers.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yes,
but the clothes were for real. I mean, we used to wear this on stage.
Right.
Wear them to see the bank manager.
Yeah. But no, you're absolutely right. No, it was more pastiche.
Yes.
We took the ideas and just worked on them and and then wrote our own songs around.
But there were a lot of sort of contemporary references, which perhaps seem a little strange to younger people now. You get something which is, for all the world, creating an oldie English atmosphere, and there'll be sitar would come in the background.
Oh yeah, you're talking about that. That was you see that Henry. That was on the first album that we did before we got with Ireland. We didn't have any artistic control over that, and there was a big production job done on that. And I'm not saying that the sitar was wrong. It sounded quite nice, but of course that album, you didn't know what direction we were going, and we didn't either.
You couldn't actually identify which way we were going to go.
But probably east.
What about restoration then? You are restored now. You're calling restoration. I mean, there's more of a sort of. We're talking about the restoration of King Charles, are we? It has a more of a late 17th century into 18th century reference point, shall we say?
Yeah, I think you're right there. And I mean, we just looked at the fact that we thought, well, the music's, some of it's got faint Baroque overtones, from our point of view, the way we're looking at it. And I guess, of course, the group, it's a restoration of the group as well, Blondel, the band. And so it fell into place.
Right, so it's less of a pastiche, more of a musical hybrid.
Yes.
Would that be fair?
It's still got the elements, the basic elements that we had in the very beginning of Blondel, which is it's still got that Englishness to it.
Yes.
And it's still got the acoustic sound, and we're still delivering the vocals in the same way, which is in our usual three-part, in a more sort of three-part pop harmony. Do you agree with it?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think we've always sung more close harmony, but on restoration though, we actually have experimented more with part singing, get more contrapuntal sort of feel.
This is all a history lesson to me, because I didn't know any of this was going on. I'm totally oblivious to all this. I thought I was just having a great time playing my guitar and singing.
Yeah,
I didn't
man,
know
you've
contrapuntal.
you've been with Keith, Ben.
What is contrapuntal? Give me some more another bag of contrapuntal, please.
35.
Hybrids.
Don't you worry about it. Just you played it.
Hybrids and contrapuntals.
And,
Are they? I should
what
be
about
so lucky to contrapuntal.
What about on stage? You have these arguments on stage as well.
No, we don't have any, we never argue.
Never argue at all, right? Okay. What do you still dress up on stage? Do we still get the wigs and
I say we're going to leave that.
No.
We're going to discuss the dressing up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You said you wouldn't mention that.
Did I spoil that?
It's not. I'm sorry. It's not fair. Just because we're in tutus.
Gentlemen, thank you.
Thank you very much.
I think we'll fade it out at that point, Brian.